Know if everyone was planning on doing some body movements today, so I was glad to hear yes. And I also wanted to let you know, if you're not comfortable on the floor, I understand that most people in the West are not comfortable on the floor. I encourage you to try to sit on the floor almost as a practice, because it does open up your hips, opens up your meridians, and like that. But please, like my medicine I'm trying to take today to find my balance, you need to find your balance. So when you go over your edge of where it's not serving you, that means that you start harming yourself. Mm-hmm. That's a very important boundary to acknowledge, and you can't find it through living life through the adrenal glands. You usually cross your boundary. You can only feel your edge if you're conscious in this moment, right here, right now. You can feel your edge and go, you know what? I think it's time for me to sit in a chair. So I encourage you to do that for yourself, and take a break and go sit in the chair. And for this morning, we're going to be doing the yoga. So we'll just be on the floor here for about another 30 minutes. So if you want to sit in the chair in the next 30 minutes, just sit at the side. So take your notes and your pen and sit at the side, so we're not moving chairs back and forth. Okay, but this afternoon after the lunch, we can have chairs and mats and all sorts of things. Okay? You know, there's nothing more powerful than reclaiming your life force. There's nothing more powerful than reclaiming your life force. And nourishing life is a method to learn how to do just that. There's nothing more powerful than reclaiming your life force. So instead of it getting lost in overthinking and overdoing, spending time trying to become something, or worrying about what you have been, or worrying about how you're going to be or how things are going to show up, perfectionism things, we're learning how to reclaim our life force and channel it into the body so that we can retain our potency that lies in the kidneys, in the dantian. Mm-hmm. We can retain that and then allow that flowering up of qi used in the proper way that's guided by clear consciousness, and then that cultivates the shen, which is the spirit. That sounds like a good idea, right? Let's learn how to do it. Mm-hmm. And really easy. You know, the law of Taoism says that the human being excels when we align ourselves with the rhythms of nature. So we look out at nature and we understand it more, and we apply those laws to ourselves, and we excel. And this is not anything we have to figure out. This has all been really in detailed way documented by the Taoists. They call it long life practices, longevity practices, or in Chinese the words actually are yang sheng. Yang meaning nourish, and sheng meaning life. So that's what nourishing life is. The second half of the class is going to be really geared towards, it's not an exhaustive discussion, but we're going to talk about what that is, what are some main ways you can start to add those kind of practices into your life, and then we'll learn some very specific breathing techniques. We'll learn some self-massage techniques. We'll learn a meditation practice.